Good morning, guys. How are you? And welcome to our YouTube channel. It's been a while since I posted a video, hasn't it? Only can apologise about that, life and everything, you know what I mean? Work, doing stuff at home, it's just sort of got in the way. But anyway, got all that sorted now, so I'm open to start posting a video once a week again, like I did do before. Or once a week, every couple of weeks or whatever. But anyway, I'm doing a plot tour today. I'm going to call this plot tour the good and the bad, because some things have turned out nandy, good. Some things have turned out bad. The reason being, it's been red hot, lovely hot, summer, love this weather. I'm not one of these who criticise it. I love the sun. I love it when it's nice and warm. But unfortunately, the allotment don't much, does it? Unless you're up here twice a day watering. For the last 2 days, I couldn't make it up in water, which is one of the hottest 2 days. And things have suffered, unfortunately. So I'm going to give you this plot tour and just show you what's happening. First of all, I'm starting up at the top end this time instead of at the strawberry patch. This here is the flower bed what I made for my missus. This is completely dried out. I give everything a good water, and I was up here dead early. But yeah, I think that looks nice, especially when these start flowering. These are wilted a bit. There's some flowers here, but they may pick up, they may not. So I'm going to give that a plus. That's a good one. Over here, we're getting some, these jostaberries. We're getting some jostaberries. I suppose I could eat that one, couldn't I? Let's try it. Here we go, look. Look at that. A jostaberry is like a cross between a I've got a gooseberry and a blackberry. And they're absolutely lovely. Is it a plus? Yeah, most definitely a plus. There's quite a few of them, to be fair. There's not enough to start picking and taking them out. So what I do, they're my snacking food when I'm up here. Anyway, so this video don't go on ages. There's my blackberry. I forgot what it is. Tree. Anyway, that's the newest edition. I just need to put some wire in to, you know, train these branches here, because if I don't do it now while they're soft and subtle, I'll wait till the end of the season. I'll start bending it like that, it will just snap them. Right, tree, definitely a plus. Got loads of pears, as you can see, all over it. This here is an apple tree. And I want to ask you guys, what is going on with it? I can't work it out. It's picked up a bit, but you know, a couple of weeks ago, this was just like sort of flopping on the floor, like growing downwards. So what I've had to do underneath it, I know you can't see, I've had to put like sort of stuff in it to hold it up, or hold up all the branches, and you know, stick a big thick cane in it and tie it up. If I move that, it will just literally fall on the floor and snap. So any comments, whether that's, I've got no fruit on it at all, so that's a bad. As you can see, I don't know what's happened with it. Anyway, let's go through my orchard. Here, I got this from the local council when they was giving away fruit trees. I got a few apples on them, but they're all looking a bit shriveled up. Again, no idea why. And learning when it comes to fruit trees. Here is a it's not an apple, I think you numpty, it's a quince. A quince is absolutely lovely. Got introduced to it at a allotment show, and you basically boil it and put syrup on it. Oh, I've never tasted it like it. I was that impressed I went to buy a tree myself. But not much fruit off that. This is a cooking apple tree. And as you can see by the wires and the design of it, that's exactly how I want it to be growing. And that will be how the newest one will look as it gets older. Getting a few fruit off it. As you can see. Right, spin round in here. This is another cooking apple. You have to have 2 cooking apples to do with the pollination thing. So there are my 2 cooking apples. As you can see, getting some fruit off that. Here is look at all this fruit. Just noticed this. I'm excited. Wow. Well, anyway, it's a damson. And I've plenty of damsons off that. This one there is starting to go to the... Whoops. I was going to say it's starting to go to the right colour. I don't think it's quite ready. Unfortunately. I need to trim it down at the top. I've seen on an allotment page that anything what contains a stone, you do in winter. Anything that doesn't, you can do in summer. So I don't know whether that's actually classed as containing a stone or not. If not, I'll just trim that down. Here is my plum tree. It's just gone mental, but no actual fruit off it. All in all, give the orchard bit a plus. Yeah. Right, a minus, well, failure, if it is, I'm not sure. Potatoes. I don't know whether they've just dried out with not being up here and died, or they're actually ready for harvest and it's full of potatoes. I'll not know to empty one out, which will be the next video, I suppose. Broad beans. These was looking really sorry for themselves, but they've all picked up. Well, the majority have picked up and starting to look a lot better. So all in all, I'm going to give them a plus, because I thought it was going to die. Right, pea bed. Definitely a plus. Look at that. And even getting peas started to grow, look. Looking fantastic. Now this area here, the space, hence the frame being up there. I've got some more peas. I'm not going to do it today because it's just too hot. I want to chill out at home. Is just give that another dig over, put up the frame, and I direct sown those, and they come up brilliant, as you can see. So I'm going to just direct sown, load more peas. So as they're about done and I've finished them and pulling them up, these should be about ready, and then hopefully I can put yet another one just there. So, you know, keep it going. Purple sprouts and broccoli, that was definitely a plus. It looks like sort of gone to seed and that, and it has obviously. But what I needed, as in for Sunday dinners and everything, I've had an abundance of it, so I haven't wasted it. It's just the little bits and bobs at the edge what I didn't pull off is turned into all that. I've sown some more, so when they're ready for going in, we're giving that a dig over, and hopefully more purple sprouting broccoli for this year. Onions, looking all right. That's a plus. I thought these were going to die. I was really concerned, hence last video. And those what I've transplanted here, what I pulled up because they all went floppy over, I've actually picked up and been all right. Beetroot, that's a plus. So the onions are a plus, these beetroots are a plus. These here are the ones I'm going to keep and grow till they go quite big, so my missus can put them in jars. I've pickled beetroot. These are leeks. Yeah, they're looking all right, apart from that one. But then I've got a spare one there to put in anyway. If you're wondering what that is, basically you get a leek moth or leek fly, whatever it is, I don't know. And that's supposed to capture it and kill it, so it protects your leeks. Whether it's a gimmick or don't work, I don't know. I'll tell you later on in the year. Cabbages, or whatever they are. This is, I don't know what. I think this is Calabrese. And when I ran out of Calabrese, if I remember right, I just topped it up with some cabbages. So yeah, that's a plus. It's starting to come up now. Just needs a bit of a weed and a tidy up. My pointed cabbages, yeah, they're about ready. So that's obviously a plus. These are the cabbages what I was going to put in that area to keep it going consecutive, as I keep saying. Harvest them, they're ready, then some more at the end. Unfortunately, not being up here and being red hot the last couple of days, it's killed. I'm not even trying to revive them, they're gone. So I've sown some more. Beetroot, this is completely dried out, not looking very healthy. So I'll give it a good watering. It don't look like I have now, but I have. And you know, within like a couple of hours, they have actually picked up. So that's a plus. Again, direct sown. Red onion, 100% plus. And my parsnip, looking really good, 100% plus. Runner bean, not runner beans, French beans, 100% plus. 100% good plus, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so direct sown them. So I got something crawling on me. Looking really good. And last time I come up a couple of weeks ago, up properly anyway, I direct sown some more. As you can see, I've come up today and they're all poked the heads up. So guys, I think direct sowing's away. So it's messing about and everything. I want to show you my potatoes. Right. On my potatoes, I got some seed potatoes from, like I normally do. When I was digging the soil, I found some more potatoes, but obviously I didn't lift up from the year before and they started sprouting. I thought, you know, for an experiment, the first 2 rows are going to use the potatoes from previous year and new seed potatoes and the rest of it. Look at this. They're the old potatoes what I grew last year, what I found in the ground, looking absolutely brilliant. The new seed potatoes are these rows here, and they're looking really sorry for themselves and not very good at all. So do you know what that tells you, guys? Reuse your potatoes. Don't buy new. That's what I'm going to be doing anyway. Proof's in the pudding. Oh, that's a plus and a minus. That's a good and bad. Good there. Not happy with them there. Just about blackcurrant. Yeah, that's good. Starting to get this. I don't know whether that's because it's drying out or what, I don't know. Red currant there. Needs to start growing a bit. But yeah, it's alive. That's a plus. This is a minus, a fail. Dried out, went dead. The courgette plant. But we don't eat that many courgettes anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. Fortunately, me gooseberries, these 3 pots here, they've died, they're gone. These have got green on them, but no actually gooseberries, so I don't really know. Tomatoes, give them a good watering. What I need to do is I'm going to come up later on about 10 o'clock, on 9:30, and tie these up, because since I come up last time, you put a right good spurt on. That's looking a little bit dried out and, you know, wilted. So I'll give them all a good watering, same as that one. And they'll be fine, they'll be all right. But I'm getting tomatoes off them, just not red yet. But yeah, I need to spend with tomatoes, I need to spend a good half hour just thinning them out a bit and tying them up, giving them a bit of a nurture. Chili's in here. Tilly, my wife, you're gonna have to start getting the jam jars ready and some pickling onion, because these are about ready. These, by the way, guys, are the chilies what you put in jam jars and you pickle them. You don't have to, but you can do. So I am. And then you just pull one out when you're having a salad or whatever. And they're dead nice, hence why I've grown so many. Right, here, my Savoy cabbages, looking brilliant. Definitely a big plus, they are. These 2 chilies I put here. Oh, what we got here? Look at that. These aren't actually chilies, they're peppers. Salad peppers, not the red hot things. I don't think they are anyway. But they're not looking too good. And I've sown some more of those, so I'm willing to sacrifice them when I've harvested these and just do a whole row of Savoy cabbages there for the winter. Anyway, the grapevine, look at this. It's gone absolutely nuts. When I came up last, I spent ages tying this up, trimming it back, trying to keep it under control so next door I can still walk down the path down the other side. It's gone mad. And I've got hundreds and hundreds of grapes growing, bunches of grapes growing all over it. This is going to be an absolute bumper crop. You can just see, look, they're literally all over it. Each one of those will turn into a bunch of grapes. So I might be making some wine this year, guys. Definitely a plus. My carrots, not quite ready yet. I've sown some more. Last time I come up, they poked the heads up. So that's all a plus. First greenhouse. Again, tomatoes at the bottom. Same story really. Just need a little bit tender loving care. Peppers. Look at them all. These are the hot things. They're the red hot things. There's hundreds of them. I have to like sort of research what we're going to do with all these. Fantastic. I am sad about these, I must admit. These are dried out and died. I want to put, these are flowers, I want to put marigolds dotting around the plot. And I can't now. And we spent ages, you know what I mean? My missus did these and I feel really bad that they just sat here and not been watered and look dying. But it's one of those things, isn't it? Here's my numpty nuts bits. Direct's seen some spring onions. Don't know whether they're going to be all right or not. We'll see. I'll know tonight whether they've picked up or died. Right, so these are the where I put all everything I sown to replace what's in the allotment. As you can see, I've obviously got lettuce there, but in the sun, the labels, I can't read anything what's on the labels. That's obviously lettuce as well. So I don't know what I've got. I haven't got a clue. That's got 2 labels in it. Them 2 labels there been blown out and was over the top. So I'm just guessing. I ain't got a clue what they are anymore. Apart from what you can obviously see to do with like lettuce. But I'm not going to waste them. I'm just going to stick them in and just see what happens. That's got no label in, but that one has. You can just make out Brussels on that. And that says Savoy cabbage. Oh, I don't know. But anyway, that's a bit of a disaster, to be honest with you, because if I start putting Brussels where those Savoys are, it's not gonna work, is it? But I'm not gonna waste them. I'm gonna stick them in and see what happens. Abraham's bit, fantastic. Look at his flowers. He's gonna love this. It's coming up later on with me. There's peppers there. They're the salad ones, like the bell peppers. At the end, we've got his strawberries, but first year, not much crop. As you can see there, that's a parsnip. We leave that there to Christmas Eve to have for Christmas Day. This got garlic all the way around there, but they're not looking very good. It's a walkover. Look, I pulled one up and it's looking all manking. I don't know. I'll get it a wash and see what it looks like. But flowers at the end. So I'm hoping these will swell. They're grown, they picked up as in height, but they haven't swollen up at the bottom. Here is blueberries. Again, there's not enough to start picking and taking them home, so there'll be his treat when he comes up. The red ones he can just pull off and just eat while we're here. Cover them over so the birds don't get them. Sorry guys. Spinning you around. His tomatoes are doing better than mine, to be fair, and he's sown all these and looked after them. Again, just need a little bit of tender love and care. Here's raspberries. They're growing. Starting to get a bit of a red one there. We'll be happy with these. Oh, this is a plus around here, definitely. Don't know my carrots. Oh dear. I've smothered them in water just to see if anything happens, but unfortunately I pulled a couple up and they're only about that big. It's not focusing, and they all look like they've died in the heat, so I might have lost all them. So that's a minus, that's a fader. Cucumber, bush cucumber, yeah, that's all right. In here I've had a bit of a disaster. They dried out, my blinking cucumbers dried out too much, and look at them. I've absolutely smothered them with water, proper. It's with the wet through, so hoping they pick up. And believe it or not, since I've done them, they're looking better already. We've had quite a few cucumbers off it, to be fair. Melon plants looking brilliant, getting loads and loads of melons. Look, it's there. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do a bit of YouTube research to see what I do. Whether I tie them up, or all I've done is tied them up here, up a cane, hence last video, and just hoping they're gonna be all right. So guys, my phone went, started alarming night at me saying it was too hot. So now it's evening and suntanned, and going to finish this plot tour. But before I do, these cucumbers, what weren't very good, are now actually all right. They've all picked up a bit. And I've even picked one. This is my eldest lad, Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's got a cucumber. That looks quite nice, that does. Anyway, back to where I was with this plot tour. Here is the sweet corn, all looking good. In here, I don't know if you can see that properly. Just basically some Brussels what are growing. And the last of my strawberries, I've had loads and loads and loads off here. I think they're about coming to the end now, unless I get a bit more the redoing the later on in the season. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you soon. God bless. Neil.